Today we're going to take a look at one of the best looking Vegeta figures I think that ever hit the market, or the aftermarket, because this is not official. That's right, this is a bookmark, that's a pen holder, and this is just a case of rabbit stuff. What? Be sure to stick around because I'm going to have a fun little treat for you at the end of the video. But towards the end. It's not the whole end, just somewhere in there. For those that don't know, Beast Deities, who is disbanded as that name, and now they're, who are they? Don't remember. The anime mythos? The reason why I say this is visually great and not awesomely great is because we're just kind of on old bodies and articulation stuff. And I previously reviewed this, which is B002. This is a different one. I had a broken shoulder, which did get resolved because 5K Toys, they do take care of their customers. So, you know, if you have problems, contact them. Anyway, let's not talk too long about stuff that we can't see. So let's open these boxes and find out what the heck is going on. Now, this is B013, and I do have 14, but this I want to look at because I don't have any version of a Vegeta with blue or red hair. For those of you who don't know, the reason why they call them these things and do all this is basically so they don't get caught taking somebody else's, thing. Now, I also really like this container, and I hope that they go forward with this with the rest of their anime mythos stuff, because this is great. And just for a sneak peek, this is the body of the 14. So maybe we'll look at that too. Why not? All right, so there you go. You get a look at what was in those boxes. Get rid of those boxes because we don't need them. Now, the interesting thing here is that you only get one head that is red, and then you get two that's blue. But I guess that's usually because they go God and then they go blue like instantly. But you know what? This isn't about Dragon Ball Super. This is about this action figure. So let's just get into the details here. On by default, he's got a couple of punching hands. You get some Ki Blast hands, fighting stance, Ki Blast effect holding hand. See? I didn't lie. On a side note, if this thing is supposed to light up, which it looks like it would, I don't know how to do that. Because with this version of Vegeta from Beast Deities, you got this little tool here, and then you do it that way. See? But that wasn't in this box, so I don't know what's up with that. Maybe that's just a missing part. Alternate Ki Blast or deflecting hand. Alternate Ki Blast hand. And finally, I'm a cocky boy. Thumbs up at me. The head that is on by default is just this rabbit. It's got a little bit of glitter in it this time, which is interesting. Don't need that. You get a couple of extra wrist pegs, which is great, and then whatever these are, I'm guessing ankle pegs? I thought they were going to be neck pegs, but they're different. Looking at this alternate red hair, which looks fantastic. It also has that glitter in there that's working really, really well for it. Faceplate number 1 is honestly fantastic. This is a great sculpt. You're just going to have to really push those bangs in to get them to squish against that face. Alternate face, this is really nice. The sculpt, look at the sculpt even on this little part of his chin, looks really good. Again, same problem though, so this might be one of those things where you get to heat up a lot to get everything to align properly, but I don't really care for that issue. And this one, looking good. I shifted to the side a little bit, a little kind of cocky smile, but again, this hair is a serious problem. Hopefully the blue one isn't such a problem. And this kind of neutral, cocky smirk. As far as the blue hair goes, you have one in a standard shape and then one with the blowing in the wind, which actually looks really good. The blue one also suffers from this hair piece like not going in all the way. Again, maybe it's going to take some heat, but this is the same face that we saw in red. We also saw this face, but now his eyes are shifted a little bit. Now we're getting into something a little more unique for the blue set. This is pretty cool. Kind of looks more like he's scared than he is attack. And this one, which is definitely scared. This face looks very familiar, like we've seen this with a Vegito recently. The biggest complaint really is this hair piece that doesn't want to go against the faceplates that well. But if you can get that to go in properly, this is why he's one of the best looking ones, and it's not necessarily like the sculpt and everything around the hair, the colors, the sparkle stuff in the hair looks fantastic. Like all of this is good. The faceplates are some of the best I've seen actually from any line ever, at least with a Vegeta. Just look at how much care they put in this, like with the sculpt around the mouth down here. That's a big deal. This is really nice because generally they make a faceplate that they can reuse over and over just by changing like the eyes or something. But the reason why I think this is one of the best looking Vegetas ever really actually comes down to the body. The body has that matte finish that we saw previously with this one, and I absolutely loved it, but this is a very specific version of a Vegeta, and I didn't want that. I mean, I did want it because I bought it, but this is a little more in line with what I was looking for, and of course, This, if you want a more classic Vegeta, which is a fantastic design and color scheme. It's super, super bulky, so if you like thick boy Vegetas, then this is definitely the way to do it. But that matte finish, to me, really is what makes this line of Vegetas look so freaking good, man. Like, it really makes a difference, and it has a very soft texture to it. The only thing I can say is that if you've ever had like a soft touch matte finish phone case that kind of felt like it was almost squishy in a way, that's what this is, even though it's not squishy. Now, as far as articulation goes, should be pretty solid. I think the torso is where things get a little bit limited. Forward and back on the head, there's a lot of movement there, especially with the neck articulation. Everything is pops apart, which is unfortunate. Arms go up. There's rotation to biceps. You got double jointed elbows and then standard ball pegs for the wrists. But what's special here are these butterfly joints, which have a really nice range, looking really fantastic. Love that. And then this is where the limitation is. You basically can't crunch forward like at all. I think that there might be a modification for the other one, so you could probably apply that to this guy, but I can't remember what I've read or looked at on the internet. Legs go out pretty far. If you rotate the thighs, you can get them up even further, but that rotation is kind of crucial for posing this guy. You got double jointed knees and then standard ankles along with toe articulation. So all the basic stuff you are used to seeing with any Vegeta, really. Now, at the end of the day, this Daima Vegeta, which is a much thinner, smaller guy, is the best Vegeta we've ever gotten, at least from s.h.figuarts, and if for no other reason in terms of articulation. This thing is spectacular. Maybe the most important thing between the Daima Vegeta and what Beast Deities is doing. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, because the old s.h.figuarts didn't have anything like that. So the competition is thick. A little more obvious to see in this lighter blue, so there you go. For those that needed to know, that's what you're missing by not having a Beast Deities rabbit. These are gorgeous. They're so good looking. You know, this is the tough part, because the face sculpts, the hair, everything in that sense is absolutely stunning. It makes it really difficult to say no to this being my favorite Vegeta ever because of the articulation. He's thinner, so you have to either like a thin Vegeta or a thick Vegeta to make the call here. See which is best for you. This Daima is also a little shorter, which I think is maybe a good thing. And of course, if you have the other releases of this Beast Deities Vegeta, all of these parts are swappable, so you could certainly... stupid neck peg. So you could certainly take the old and put it with the new. And now you got this, which looks fantastic. It's so good looking. My God. Now, I said I had a special treat for you, and I do. It's actually more than what you think, because this, you're probably going to go, oh yeah, well, I could have guessed that. And that's fine. This is kind of a treat. Super Saiyan 3 officially made its way to Dragon Ball Daima. But that was, we didn't see him in adult form go 3. I can't remember now. Whatever. But let's look at this. Let's look at absolutely gorgeous colors. There's a nice gold to yellow to white tip gradient that's happening here that is just so subtle but so perfect. That face looks great. It definitely has the Vegeta look that we need with the no eyebrows, and it's still crazy to think that they officially let him go Super Saiyan 3. And the part of this set that continues to make it so special is you get this Ki Blast effect, which is fantastic, and then, I think I just said fantastic twice, you get another Ki effect hand, so it does lock in and hold, which is honestly the best way to do effects. You just put a peg in there and then allow it to connect. And then the same thing here with this simple ball, but my goodness, does that not add so much fun and play to your stuff. You also get this, which, you know what, it can be whatever you want it to be, these two fingers. But I think this is, we're just going to play it off as like he's learned instant transmission. Why not? Follow the manga. Alternate face looks fantastic. Eyes down. Now, I am, of course, concerned that the weight of this hair is too much for the head, but we'll find out. And this is the next faceplate, which, oh, God, that looks so good. And finally, this one, which is fine. So, a great set, great collections, but we're not done. The special thing that we need to look at today comes from AFFM Customs. God. These incredibly affordable adapters are going to allow us to connect these new head sculpts to the Daima Vegeta. So now, maybe I have the perfect version of this guy that I wanted. Boom! Look at that. That is gorgeous. Now, the head is a little heavy, but it's still doing enough. Now, obviously, the color is different on the Daima stuff versus Beast Deities. But if you can look past that or align it properly to not see it, this is a gorgeous setup. So now you got this is the fastest way to get a Daima version of Vegeta as Super Saiyan 3. This is gorgeous. This is actually making me more happy than the rest of all of this that we've just looked at so far. That's crazy. I'm a psycho. And of course, the Beast Deities body with the Beast Deities head is actually a very solid setup. So it is not loose at all. There's no real play with the weight of the hair, which is cool. And putting it on the B14 body, which of course, such a beautiful combo. Oh my god, it's so good. There's something about the yellow and the blue. It's just such a positive color combo. It's so good. Positive? Whatever. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see the Daima one get reviewed, then be sure to click the top link there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.